Good morning. Good morning. 7:43 in Chicago, guys. How's everybody doing? Um, let's get to it. Inside day on the futures, it looks like to start the day. So no hurries in this market. All right, we got the Mag 7 still under some serious pressure. Um, we are down on the lows of the month here. We are down on the lows of the week. All right, so we're going to follow those as we follow the broadening formation to the downside, and then we wait to see if something starts to change. Okay, really as we start to get down to those. We're going to watch those bigger time frames better. We're going to watch that month and that week. All right, we'll see if anything starts to change there. All right, so still a lot of pressure under tech, and that's just the way it is. That's the way it's staying. Maybe we're going to capitulate at some point. We got Wednesday. We got durable goods. So that's durable goods is things like washing machines and dryers and refrigerators, things like that. People that buy stuff like that. Friday we got GDP and we got personal income. So those I think that the biggest numbers that we have for the week. We got a 4-day week. All right, and so we'll see what's gonna happen here. All right, so coming out. Right here, yesterday's high, $686.39. We are trading right now at 679.12. All right, so we've made a nice move to the downside here on our SPY. We look for some support levels at this down here. We got a couple of lows that we got 675. I think I'm at 671 and change. All right, 671 in change. All right, and we're where we at right now? 679. We're still about $8 higher than that. All right, so SPY, here you go, trying to come back up a little bit here. Make sure you can see that. Okay, there you go. Now you can see it. All right, so trying to hammer back up as we see here. It's been chopping on the overnight. All right, coming in on Monday. My oscillator's telling me that we're a little oversold here. All right, on our CCI, so we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, so there's your SPY. Q's looking the same way here. Same situation here. We got there's your yesterday's Friday's highs were 606.94. We are trading at 597 right now. So if we break that down, uh, shrink that down a little bit. 597. We're coming back into this area right here. So we're going to be inside on the day on Q's. And we're going to be just kind of scratching at the lows of that one right there. All right, so there's your triple Qs to start the day. Inside again, no hurry, guys, no hurry. All right, and you got the diamonds DIA. DIA and your diamonds was the down mover here. What's that low? Yes, Friday, 491.20. We know that our number was 491.07. Okay, so we kind of now we're better here now, coming back up already this morning. All right, so we're going to be in here. We're going to be in this 494 handle right now, $494.36. So we are right inside here. All right, utilities very strong on Friday. All right, XLU had a day, man. All right, so there you go on your utilities. Brilliant. Nice move to the upside there. Now we look to see if the staples are going to kick back in. They got the 2-1. All right, so we're looking for the 2-1-2 back up on XLP. We're looking for continuation to the upside. We got great on the month here. We got great on the week here. And 90.12 would take our week up. All right, so we're looking for more upside on the staples, guys. All right, as the markets don't like tech. All right, so can tech wreck everything? We'll see about that. All right, so utilities brilliant on Friday. XLP pretty good, decent. XLP right. With next one on energy. Energy's like. It's slugging along, slugging along. It gets going and then it kind of gets knocked around, but still holding up well with the 2-2 up on the month and the 2-2 up on the week. Okay, so we're still holding very well. We got a 3-1 coming in here today. We got an insider, and it looks like 53.82 to the downside. We're way lower on overnights. All right, we got down to 53.81. All right, but that's going to be still inside here, so it looks like we're going to be inside this one. So we're going to look for that 3-1 something. Okay, energy's been pretty good, but sluggish. All right, I'm gonna go with sluggish. All right, so that's your energy, and XLB should continue to stay decent. Which as long as you got gold and silver still moving here, so trying to come back a little bit. I got ALB was in the news this morning. I saw that one was on the gapper list. All right, so XLB coming back up right now. 52.79. All right, so we're going to be inside day on the XLBs. Like again, 4-day week, guys, 4 days a week, so short week. All right, so XLB is going to be inside day, but we look for more to move to the upside as long as the metals keep moving. So we got that one going on. We picked up these home builders, boy. I tell you, they're looking pretty good now. 2-2 up on the month here with your XHB. So this is an ETF for for your for home builders. All right, coming back down right now here, 120.50, 120.07. All right, so 120.07, looking for that 212 back down here right now. All right, look for that move to the downside and then possibly come back up and turn that day into a possible outsider. Okay, you're going to make the move here to the downside. We'll see if it kind of dries up and comes back up. That could go outside today, guys. All right, keep an eye on that one. All right, they're pretty strong. All right, and they're coming in a little weak. All right, so we'll see about that one. And then our retails, spotty, some good. Just 3-1 inside. We're trying to get the retail to go back up. As long as tech stays down like it is right now. I don't know. And discretionaries, they get going and then they run out of steam. All right, so I like the 3-1 setup here right now for the 3-1-2 back up, trading at 86.53. I don't know if that's a good markup there at 89.21 because that would take it all up. I don't know if that's real. All right, so but again, we don't get good reads on these guys. All right, but anywho, stay in Walmart. Don't get out. All right, don't get out of Walmart yet. If you're still in Walmart, stay in Walmart. All right, we're going to continuation to the upside. There's no reason for us to be getting out of Walmart. Watch the weeklies. You got a beautiful hammer here on the week now. Look at this. This could go into force on itself. All right, so Walmart, you want to buy it on dips. If you're already in, just keep moving your stops up. All right, there is no reason to get out of Walmart. All right, Walmart going to continue to move higher. All right, so stay in that one. A couple things here. We got Palo Alto is going to report after the close today. They're looking for 93 cents. All right, on earnings. So keep an eye on that one. If Palo Alto gets a good move on that, I think you're going to see the rest of that group start to follow a little bit. Now, 2 up on the day here. We still got so much troubles down here, but we'll see if these earnings can make a difference here. All right, so Palo Alto, we know that Fortnite is kind of like it, another one here, just like the market, finicky, 3-1 inside, looking for that 3-1-2 back up. We are 2-2 up on the month, and we are 2-2 up on the week. All right, so these are starting to get better. We haven't put any positions into these yet, just kind of still sitting tight with them. And then you got that Stupido coming back down. This thing got crushed, man, down to $7. All right, this thing's just under pressure. There's no reason to go running after this thing by any stretch. You got the gapper down 3 days ago, and it can't even get back up. So keep an eye on that one. That is one as yours was as well. And then obviously the big guy on the block is CrowdStrike, and CrowdStrike is 3-2 up on the day on Friday, right? So this guy's already moving pretty good. I like the 2-1 here coming off on the weekly now. That's setting up real nice with the Palo Alto with good earnings. You get that 2-1-2 back up, and your week you're not too far from turning that month into green. All right, so we'll see if we start to go after these cybers. Again, what's going to happen with the tech wreck? That's the question. Really is the big question here. But it's already shown that retail will go higher, and some of these discretionaries will go higher. Staples have been good. All right, we said that since the beginning of the year. I was talking about at the end of the year. I was saying Staples been down for the last 3 months of the year. They should be better. I mean, Staples could be good all year the way this year is shaping up right now. All right, so Google back down here. Look at this on your monthly here. So I'm watching it on the broadening formation as we start to move down, and we'll go through some bigger charts, but we do that during the day on the Discord. So I saw a couple people that did join in there. I did give you an invite, so if you're out there, pop in. Let us know who you are. Tell us what you're doing. If you and get the feel, see what's happening, and then we'll see what goes from there. All right. So Apple still down from 288 down to 257. It's just been punishing. Apple. So you got it still coming down, shooter down month. All right, so you got a lot of stuff happening here on the downside. All right, so can they drag everybody else down? So far it hasn't really. All right, so we'll wait and see. All right. DraftKings I kind of like a little bit, just because it's been really beat the crap out of. It's a gapper down yesterday. We'd look to see what does this morning here. 21.84. I think right now around $22 is where she's priced, and I think we talked about this on Friday. So it's going to take a while for it to get out either way. But if she substantially breaks back below 21, you might be interested in that one if it starts to came back down from there. All right, but other than that, really nothing to go chasing, guys. Nothing to go chasing here. All right. Take a look at NVIDIA. Garbage. I mean, just absolute garbage. All right. NVIDIA coming back where we at here. We're better this morning. We're a little bit better here. 181.12. It closed at 182.81. Go outside right now on the 60 on the overnight. Shooter down on week. Trying to hammer up on month. This thing's a train wreck. All right. So again, if we break down below 177, then maybe there's a place where you can find a spot. Do not go chasing this thing by any stretch of the imagination. Stay the hell out of that. All right. So on all these tech stocks, guys, they're gonna have to come to us. All right. We'll find the places where we think it's a good spot, but the broadening formation will show itself as we start to get bound to the lows which we are close right now. All right, so we're going to look for things that start to cause change. All right, and again, I'm not messing around with dailies. It's going to have to be a weekly, guys. It's going to have to be a weekly. All right, it's just like you can triangle out a day like nothing. It's a little harder to triangle out a week. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that. All right. Dollar Tree, keep an eye on that one this morning. Netflix is a little bit better. NCLH is a little bit better here. Norwegian Cruise Lines, a little bit better here. Check it out on my Twitter, and you'll see everything in there. If you're in Walmart, don't get out. Stay in Walmart. Even if it comes against you a little bit, stay in Walmart. This trade is still good. All right. I think 140. All right, we got up to 135. We hit it on here. We hit resistance big time there at 135. We backed off. It'll be sniffing it again soon. All right, and where's she at right now? Where'd she go on me? She disappeared. I got too many charts up here. All right, Walmart. So there you go. There's your 134.75 that made your high on for this is overnight now. All right, but I think it was high. Yeah, 134.65, and then this was a high here at 135. So a little bit of resistance here. All right, continue to see a little bit of resistance here, and then you look for that pullback back down, and then you look for that try to get back in there if you're or if you want to add to your position. All right. Walmart's great. It's doing good. TJ Maxx is stud. All right, but then the rest of them, All right, so be careful with all that. All right, I'll be good, and I'll get back to you sometime during the day. All right, so be good, be good.